All right, I'm here with DeMarco Artis from the Wasa Royals. D, what's going on?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm I'm living. Good to have you on the podcast. I don't think we had you on last year,
Nah, man, y'all
so we
y'all
tried.
had y'all had beef with me last year, man.
Ain't nobody have no beef. We don't do beef. We're vegan out here. We don't do no.
uh,
We don't do no beef.
just give you a hard time.
Yeah, no worries
nah,
though.
I definitely just stepped up, so I was, more low profile.
Yeah, no worries. I honestly we don't do a lot of like during the season interviews just because everybody's schedules are so between y'all schedules, our
Right.
schedules, and other people's schedules.
Yeah.
No, not a lot of time for that. But let's hop into the
Right.
interview. First question I want to ask is talk to you and you coming back to Vasa this season. What was your motivation for coming back, and what's even more this season?
Um. So it was actually it was kind of a weird situation. The season ended the season with the record. I felt really good about everything. I felt pretty sure that I was at least going to get an opportunity. Like from talked to a couple teams, coaches talked to a couple teams, and they ended up saying that they either signed a person and they hadn't knew anything about me at the time. They just weren't interested. I don't know if you realize, but a lot of the ELF guys are going towards like ex UFL, USFL, DBs and stuff. Really really
Political
grinds
guys.
my gear. Yeah, it really pisses me off. We ain't even gonna get into that. But so basically, I was talking to a team in Switzerland, the Kalanda Broncos, and I was talking to
What?
Seppo. Yeah, and I basically down to was Kalanda wanted me to come play edge, and I felt like me playing there. My film from last year speaks for itself. My numbers last year speaks for itself. I felt like there was nothing else for me to really do at edge. So I ended up talking to Coach Seppo, and we just kind of hammered out a deal that I'd go there and show off my versatility, play some backer.
Really want to be a
That's just how
linebacker, huh?
everything came about. I mean, at this point, I just want to, man, I want to market myself that I can do your left team needs, man. That I can, I can cover receivers. I can come off the edge. Obviously, like I said, coming off the edge is everybody's seen it. Um, like I said, the main motivation for me coming back was just one, that I wanted to play backer, and two, like I said, man, I genuinely feel like last season there were some question marks around my record, because of the way it happened. Like they missed a sack from whatever game and added it at the end. That has nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, on my film, I still have 12, 13 sacks. So
Yep.
I felt disrespected in that aspect. Really, I felt disrespected in the aspect of the best defensive player in the ELF is Kyle Kitchens, and he's an edge. So why would edge guys a chance? Seeing what Kyle Kitchens has done for the Berlin Thunder. Yeah, so that was really just my motivation for coming back. I'm definitely glad that things worked out with Vaza, and that's where I ended up because, like I said, Vaza's home, man. They gave me opportunity when people were trying to give me one. So, yeah,
Basically, what you got to do is you already got the sack record. Now you're gonna go linebacker.
break two more records.
We try. We're trying to get the interceptions record. We're trying to get tackle for
Yeah,
loss record. We're gonna keep
yeah, I'm
stacking
trying
them
to do
up.
everything. I
Keep
gotta.
stacking
I
them
think.
up.
I think I gotta leave. I think I gotta leave Vaza with the triple crown. I'm trying to go for solo tackles and just this year. So that'll be two more. I think if I leave with a triple crown, I'm undeniable.
I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't think you're gonna be able to do solo tackles. You know why?
Why?
Cause you got Raul, a little fast ass there.
Man, you don't know how fast I am for real.
Y'all racing to the ball. Y'all racing to the ball. I mean,
Man.
if anything for him, he gonna get there. Or if he get there before you, you gonna get there. Y'all gonna be sharing. I don't know,
Man,
man.
look,
The kid's
87 and a
fast.
half.
The kid
I just need 10 a game.
when you're on the line, you got a little head start on him, and you can get there. But if y'all both at second level, I don't know, it's a race to the ball. First one, y'all playing tag out there.
I ain't worried. Like I said, man, Raul was a great player, but when it come to going to get that ball, man, I'm
You the one.
nobody
You the
beat me.
one.
I ain't let
So
nobody beat me to that ball.
talking a little bit about the Royals team going back into this season, you know, team, but you guys have a lot of the core team coming back. And even with you, I know Alpha, Arcadi's coming back. You got a lot of the imports are coming back. Obviously, I think you're
hmm
gonna have a new quarterback, but that's
hmm
a whole nother. Going into the season, what do you think you guys are gonna do to improve upon what you did last year? Last year, you had a lot of good things going for you, consistent at different points to kind of derailed you from ultimately, getting to the Maple Bowl.
Right. So if you ask me, we should have finished. There's only two games that we really lost, like, and I mean just lost, and that was both the Roosters games. They just beat us, and I'm plain and simple. Um, when you look at most of the other games we lost, the first time we lost to UNC, um, we had five. You're not gonna win a game with five turnovers. Lost to Quopio, we had a lot of turnovers, but I mean, man, we shouldn't have did like any game like the Crocodiles. The first time we played them was we played a hell of a game until the end of the game, and they got that little to make the score look like what it wasn't. Um, and then I mean the second time we played them, defense couldn't get it done, man. We had back against the wall, and we couldn't figure it out. So I think the biggest thing for is going to be for us this year is going to be we have to stop beating ourselves. Like when we get in guys on the ropes, we got to finish them. Like the whole thing where we get up on guys and we get the momentum, and then we just let the momentum keep shifting. They eventually take it. I think that's over with. Like we can't do that this year. And that's going to be a for me, like for me, the point. I know the coaches are already installing, making sure that those guys are doing what they need to, working out and everything. But as the import, we bring that type. This is what we're doing. This is, we just have to bring that type of energy. So that's the type of energy I'm looking forward to bringing over there. Is that we have to stop beating ourselves. Baza, if we don't beat ourselves in a lot of those games, like I said, we're 10-2, and we're probably a home playoff game. So, and I mean, hell, it's not like we were a bad team. We beat the champions twice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like we just weren't good. I mean, we just fell apart when it mattered. So,
Hmm. Interesting way to think about it. Hmm. Okay. All right. All right.
see, hey, you gotta have
Ten,
different
10
perspectives
and
on this
2.
thing,
Yeah,
man.
I'm listening. 10-2.
Like,
Beat the
let's be
champions
real now.
twice.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah.
We beat Porvo twice. When we beat them, we beat
Yeah.
them. Porvo didn't stand a chance. I don't think Porvo ever had. The second game, they might have had it like in the first or second quarter, and they didn't have it again. Um, Quopio, the first time we played them at Vaza, everybody knew we were supposed to beat them. What was it, 24-27, right?
Yeah, I think
They
something
got
like
away.
that.
They got away because we turned over the ball and defense couldn't stop them. UNC, the first time we played them, again, turnovers. We defense couldn't stop them when we needed to. We let them put up 40-some points. That shouldn't have happened. Like I said, the Roosters, I'll take both of those L's. It got to take those to the chin. The two that we lost to the Crocodiles, we were those games, and it's like whether it was my mistake, like I missed a contain, or whether it was like we missed, or they got a jump. We had a lot of guys against the ropes instead of us, finishing them off, taking the jabs, throwing the hook, getting them out of there, and let them recover, and then try to go back in, and it doesn't work like that. So if you think about all those games that we really lost, like how many games and how many games did we actually beat ourselves?
Yeah.
And if you ask me, we beat ourselves both the Crocodiles games, and we beat ourselves. We only beat ourselves the first time we played UNC.
I'm gonna give you some of those, but not all of those. I'm gonna give you put you on the Crocodiles because at the end of the game, at the end of the one of them, you both had a chance to win, and that just comes down to you got
man.
That means the other team won. Yeah,
right.
So
right.
I can't give you both of those.
Okay, so then I'll give you you're talking about the second Crocodiles game when they were involved. Because that's the one where CP got the game winning drive.
Okay, well yeah, that one. That's a team fairly y'all not stopping them. Like you got to give them some credit. So I'll give them that one. And I'll give you 50-50.
I'll give them that credit. Right. Yeah.
And with the Roosters ones, yeah, you got to take those L. But
we
again,
lost, man. We lost on those games.
That's bad scheduling. That's bad scheduling. Y'all had like 3 games, 8 days, or something like that.
Don't even get me started on that.
I mean, the fact that y'all even survived, come out of that with everybody hurt. I mean, that's a win by itself. And then those Butchers games. I
was about to say the hell out of Seppo, but that was not one of the smartest things he's ever done. And I think he can honestly look back on that and be like, we should have just tossed one of those games. At some point, we should have been like, look, we got to.
Yeah, that's what you. Yeah, I mean, I get
because it's not smart to play 4 games in 14. Like I've never in my life done that.
Yeah,
in that span, like it was crazy.
Y'all came out of it alive though. But back to the games I'm gonna give you. One of them also, because I'm gonna say one of the Butchers games, the Butchers looked like crap. I want to say it was the first one y'all played against them.
It looked like crap. Brandon Gwinner just couldn't get the ball off. That's why they
say what
like
you
crap.
want to. Say what
I'm
you
just
want.
Saying, that's why they look like crap. Because
I saw games from the Butchers early in the season. I saw games from the Royals early in the season, and I saw games from the Steelers early in the season where I was like, playoffs. And I think their game was against you guys when they had a game where I was like, oh, they're horrible.
Yeah.
But you guys also had a game like, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But also that's the Arcadi effect. Like all jokes aside, I'm not even being funny. Like Brandon Gwinner was back there running for his life. Why? Because I didn't have. I had one person to be. I had one, sometimes 2 people to be. You see what I'm saying? Like I can deal with 2, 3 is a little. That's a lot. But I can deal. Yeah. I can work around. But like I said, that's the Arcadi effect, man. Arcadi is a lot better than people have given him credit for.
That makes sense. Okay. I mean, I'm not giving you 10-2. No, I'm not giving you the Dallas should have been 10-2.
All right. Let's say
9-3, 8-4, 8-4.
I give you 8-4.
I think y'all being like 6-6 was kind of like it's ridiculous, but 8-4, I believe that's what y'all should with anything.
That was our ceiling. I believe, yeah.
Yeah, I feel good at that point. And then going into this season, it's a little. You guys have a good core coming back, but a lot of the league has changed, and that's why this is gonna be the last question I'm gonna ask you. Now I'm gonna let you get out of here. Is what are you really excited about from seeing in the Maple League? Outside of what you guys have going, there's a lot going on in the Maple League. What really excites
you? I really, really like the fact that they added that third offensive import, like as an O-lineman, because now a little extra level of competition. And I just think the Maple League as a whole, like I just think it's like with the ELF, and I think the ELF is a big looking at how many Finns are in the ELF. That's a big tell of how good the Maple League actually is. You know what I'm saying? Like because every year I'm like every year in the offseason I'm seeing finish Finnish corner sign, Finnish, like they're signing a lot of Finns. So, I mean, the talent in Finland itself of the native player of the not the native players has to be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the ELF is just gonna go signing a whole bunch of Finn guys for no reason. Like I feel like the level of competition is good, and I feel like I said, a good tell of that is how many guys are signed to the ELF, and that's one of the main things I'm excited for. Is just, oh man, it's competitive. It's a lot of those guys really buy in, and it's exciting to be out there, man. It's that after what I've done last year, I'm returning, and I'm with the same team and the same group of guys, and mostly the same group of. And I don't have to go through the whole adjustment period type thing. So I guess for me, that's what the most exciting part about Finland and the league is just it's very competitive. I don't really have to worry about that the adjustment period anymore because I'm used to it now.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And just anybody listening before, Maple League, it's one of the top leagues in Europe. I don't care what
Hmm.
nobody say. Obviously,
For me,
I'm gonna give.
it is ELF, Germany, and Finland.
That sounds good
That's
to
the
me.
rankings
I'm
I've
good
heard.
with that.
Yeah,
I'm good with
right,
that.
right.
I'm good with that. And again, I'm gonna throw this out. If you don't understand it, and this is something we talked about off the interview earlier about people not recognizing how good the in Finland as well as the domestic sometimes. The
Right.
reason all these players are being signed is because for a European level, playing against talented imports every year, day in,
Hmm.
day out on a
Right.
regular basis, while most other leagues don't allow as many Finland. And
Right.
because of that, what is it? Rising water raises the tides or raises ships or something like that. I type of stuff. The domestics here are really good
Cream
because of the
rise to the
imports
top,
here.
man.
Yeah. The
Right.
domestics
Right.
here are very good because they play against so many on a regular basis. But also the
Hmm.
league is so competitive because there's so many players playing at a high level compared to a lot of other leagues where an import can because domestics aren't that good or can't compete.
Hmm.
And then also there's other
Right.
leagues where domestics can't get better because they're not good at the imports. Here in Finland,
Right.
you have from top to bottom, you have some of the best players either in from country competing against each other at almost every position at every turn, and it
Right.
creates one of the most competitive leagues in Europe. And what we are missing this is one reason AFF is here is exposure to Europe. Most of Europe doesn't know
Right.
this information. Most of Europe
Hmm.
doesn't believe this information is out there for them, and that's what we're here for. And that's why we're talking to DeMarco Artis today. And again, that's how we're gonna wrap this up. Our podcast, man. It was great talking to you. Good luck to you and the Wasa Royals this season.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Purvis. It was good talking.
All right.
um,